Hello everyone. As we have finished the theory part of carbon and its compound, now let's discuss the activities of the chapter. The first activity, make a list of 10 things you have used or consumed since morning. ठीक है, so basic जितनी भी चीजें आपने use करी हैं या consume करी हैं, make a list of it. Okay, let's see what all we have used from the morning. The first thing is the toothpaste, correct? Then we have used the toothbrush. We have used the comb. We have used a mirror. Then while eating breakfast, we have used the metallic or glass plate. We have used the glass to drink water. We have used cup. Some people also have pitcher in their houses. Pitcher means वो घड़ा, मिट्टी का घड़ा. ठीक है? Then you take your geometry box. ठीक है? Then you have pencil. You are using pen. You are using books. You are using notebooks and so on. You will have a long list. Now, after noting down this, let's separate them according to the things which are made up of metals. ठीक है? अब metals कईयों के घर में utensils like plates and glasses you use of metal, steel के, है ना? Cup भी कईयों के steel के होते हैं. The things which are made up of glass and clay, ठीक है? ग्लास के कुछ बर्तन होंगे, क्ले के मिट्टी के बर्तन होंगे जैसे कि मटका हो गया पानी वाला and so on. Then remaining things like toothbrush, toothpaste, comb, है ना? Like pencils and all these are with this will come in others. तो ये बताने का क्या reason है? Why we have to do this activity is to show us the versatile nature of carbon. कि देखो whatever you use in your daily life, whatever you use from your morning to evening, most of the things are made up of carbon. And if you see the amount of carbon, we have only 0.02% of carbon on the earth crust and 0.03% of the carbon in the atmosphere. We have such a less amount, so small amount of carbon, but still we have a large variety of carbon compounds around us. So this activity was totally to show you the versatile nature of the carbon. Clear? Fine. Now let's see the next activity, that is 4.2. Calculate the difference in the formula and molecular masses for, okay, let's write CH3, COH, that is methanol. Then we have ethanol. Okay. And the second group they have given is the ethanol, C2H5OH, and propanol, C3H7OH. And then we have again the propanol and butanol. And what we have to find is the difference in their formula. What is the difference? See, how many carbon atoms increased in the second member? 1 carbon atom. And how many hydrogen atoms? 2 hydrogen atoms. That means the difference in methanol and ethanol is of CH2. In the same way, check here, 1 carbon atom and 2 hydrogen atoms. Fine, here also the difference in the formula is CH2. Same here, CH3 and CH4 means 1 carbon atom from 7 to 9 2 hydrogen atoms. So in all the 3 cases, we have the formula difference of CH2. And what can you say about the molecular masses? Molecular masses, okay, for carbon we have 12 AMU. See, when we talk about the molecular masses, we don't take kg and grams. We use the unit as atomic mass unit, that is AMU. And for hydrogen, we have 1 AMU. So everywhere we have a difference of CH2. तो कितना molecular difference में change आएगा? 12 plus 2 hydrogen atoms. So we will have 14 AMU. So the difference in the molecular masses will be 14 AMU. Fine. Now let's see what they're asking next is there any similarity in these 3? Can you see any similarity in this, this and this? Yes, they all have the same functional group OH. They all are what? They are alcohols. Arrange these alcohols in the order of increasing carbon atoms to get a family. चलो यहाँ सबसे कम carbon atoms किसमें है? First, that is methanol. Then we have 2 carbon atoms, that is ethanol. Then 3 carbon atoms, propanol. Then 4 carbon atoms, butanol. So this has become a family of alcohols, alcohol family. And can we say this family is an homologous series? Yes, this is a homologous series. What is homologous series? Where the difference of 2 consecutive members of a series should be CH2. है ना, एक मेंबर से दूसरे मेंबर के बीच का डिफरेंस कितने का होना चाहिए? CH2 का होना चाहिए. तो इफ यू चेक एवरीवेयर योर 1 कार्बन एटम का चेंज आ रहा है एंड 2 हाइड्रोजन एटम्स विल बी चेंज्ड. सो यस, दिस इज अ होमोलोगस सीरीज. Generate the homologous series for the compounds containing up to 4 carbon atoms for the functional groups given in the table 4.3. Okay, in your book, in table 4.3, they have given the functional group of alcohols, they have given the functional groups of halogens, they have given the functional groups of aldehydes and so on. So you have to write their members up till 4 carbon atoms. So ये alcohols का तो we have written here. This is methanol, 1 carbon atom, ethanol with 2 carbon atoms, propanol with 3 carbon atoms and 4 carbon atoms, butanol. Now let's take one more example of halogens. Halogens मतलब क्या? Chlorine, bromine, iodine, fluorine and so on. Correct? So एक का example ले लेंगे हम यहाँ पर. What we will write it here is, we will write CH3, Cl, CH2, Cl, यहाँ पे ethanol, 2 carbon atoms, 5 Cl, then C3H, 7 Cl, C4H, 9 Cl. So what is this? This is chloromethane, ethane, chloropropane, chlorobutane. So this is another homologous series of halogens. Clear? Likewise, you can make it for aldehydes. You can also write it for carboxylic acid and so on. ठीक है? Fine. Let's move to the next activity. That is 4.3. This activity needs the teacher's assistance. Okay? Take some carbon compounds like naphthalene, camphor and alcohol one by one on a spatula and burn them. ठीक है, तो पहले क्या करेंगे? We will take a burner. ठीक है, burner की फ्लेम के ऊपर we will take a spatula. Spatula क्या होता है? एक स्पून की तरह स्ट्रक्चर होता है, एक स्पून की तरह ही होता है. ठीक है, उस spatula में 1 by 1 we will add what? We will add first naphthalene. ठीक है, then we will add camphor and then we will add alcohol. ठीक है, ये जब 1 by 1 ऐड करेंगे तो what they are asking, observe the nature of the flame and note whether smoke is produced. And when you will burn naphthalene and camphor, what will happen? The flame will be of yellow color, or you can say it is sooty flame, smoky flame, and there will be smoke. उसमें से black color का smoke आएगा. ठीक है, but when you will burn alcohol, what will happen? You will get a blue flame and there will be no sooty flame. That means no smoke will be there. No smoke is produced. Okay. Next, place a metal plate above the flame. Is there a deposition on the plate in case of any of the compounds? ठीक है, जब भी जैसे ही यहाँ इस जो आप यहाँ पे burn कर रहे हो उसके ऊपर एक metal plate लगा दो. तो when you will place a metal plate above the flame, do you observe a deposition? In these two cases, in the cases of naphthalene and camphor, yes, there will be a black deposition on the metal plate. And why is that deposition? Because that black smoke or a sooty flame shows the incomplete combustion of the fuel. And that incomplete combustion means there is unburnt carbon atoms are present. ठीक है? And while in the case of alcohol, there will be no deposition. किसी भी तरह का deposition plate के ऊपर नहीं आएगा. What does that shows? That shows that there is complete combustion of the fuel. And there is the carbon present in that fuel is completely burnt. Am I clear? Yes. Okay, here one more thing you should know that we have already done during the theory part, that hydrocarbons are of two types we know. One is the saturated hydrocarbons and the second type is the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Correct? So saturated hydrocarbons will mostly burn with the blue flame and unsaturated will give you the yellow or sooty flame. And this blue flame, now we know that is due to the complete combustion of the fuel. That means the supply of the air in that case is complete, is sufficient. Whereas for yellow flame, it shows the incomplete combustion. That means there is a limited supply of air to burn the fuel. Clear? Now let's move on to the next activity, that is 4.4. Light a Bunsen burner and adjust the air hole at the base to get different types of flames presence of the smoke. When do you get a yellow sooty flame? When do you get a blue flame? Okay, so this is a Bunsen burner. Here you can see that there is a hole, air hole. Here, can you see air hole? So this air hole can be adjusted to increase or decrease the amount of air entering into the burner. ठीक है? तो जब आप completely इस air hole को open करोगे, there will be a completely open, then the flame will be blue in color. And what does it shows? It shows that there is a complete combustion of the fuel because there is a sufficient supply of air. क्योंकि पूरा hole खुला है उस burner का, large amount of air can enter into the burner. Therefore, there will be complete combustion of the fuel and thus you will get a blue flame. And when you will partially open this hole, so the flame will be yellow or you say as sooty flame. ठीक है, और थोड़ा स्मोक भी निकलेगा. सो क्यों हुआ वो? दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ द लिमिटिंग सप्लाई ऑफ एयर और ऑक्सीजन. सो व्हेन देयर इज अ लेस अमाउंट ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, द फ्यूल विल बी इनकम्प्लीट बर्न and there will be incomplete unburnt carbon compounds present in the air. That's why there will be a smoke or sooty flame. Clear? Let's move to the activity 4.5. Take amount 3 ml of ethanol in a test tube and warm it in gently in a water bath. ठीक है? एक test tube लो. Okay? And in that you take 3 ml of ethanol, C2H5OH. Now warm it in gentle in a water bath. इसको water bath में gently इसको हम गर्म करेंगे. Water bath में gently गर्म करने का मतलब क्या है? You take a water, ठीक है, पानी लो, इस पानी को गर्म करो. ठीक है, जैसे ही पानी गर्म होगा तो इसके अंदर का जो इथेनॉल होगा that will be automatically heated up. अच्छा, हम इसको डायरेक्टली क्यों नहीं बर्न कर सकते? इथेनॉल को we cannot burn it directly because it is flammable. वो बहुत जल्दी catches fire. इसको आप अगर डायरेक्टली बर्न करोगे तो आग पकड़ लेगा इथेनॉल, इसलिए उसको इनडायरेक्टली हीट किया जाता है. ठीक है, ओके. And 5% solution of alkaline potassium permanganate drop by drop to this solution. ठीक है, आपने अगर एक बार इसको गर्म कर लिया इथेनॉल को, अब आप क्या करोगे? इसमें drop by drop you will add what? You will add potassium permanganate, KMnO4. Okay, does the color of the potassium permanganate persist when it is added initially? जब आप शुरू में इसमें डालोगे तो जो कलर है that will not persist. मतलब ओरिजिनली जो आपका पोटेशियम परमैंगनेट है ना वो पर्पल कलर का होगा, तो जब आप ऐड करोगे शुरू में इनिशियली तो वो पर्पल कलरलेस हो जाएगा, बिकॉज योर इथेनॉल इज, यहाँ देखो इथेनॉल इज कलरलेस. तो व्हेन यू विल ऐड दिस पर्पल कलर KMnO4 इनटू इट, तो इनिशियली उसका कलर गायब हो जाएगा, डिसअपियर हो जाएगा इथेनॉल में जाके. बट इफ यू कीप ऑन एडिंग, why does the color of potassium permanganate not disappear when added in excess? When you keep on adding KMnO4, तो उसके बाद ये जो कलरलेस इथेनॉल था वो कलर्ड हो जाएगा, वो पर्पल कलर का हो जाएगा. Why? That is because the ethanol is oxidized to ethanoic acid. आप तो इथेनॉल में डाल रहे थे KMnO4, लेकिन ऐड करने के बाद क्या हुआ? This KMnO4 is an oxidizing agent. उसने इथेनॉल को ऑक्सीडाइज करके क्या बना दिया? इथेनोइक एसिड बना दिया. इसीलिए the colorless ethanol changes to purple color. Clear? Okay. Now let's move on to the activity 4.6. What does it say? Drop a small piece of sodium about the size of a couple of grains of rice into ethanol. ठीक है, आप इथेनॉल ले टेस्ट ट्यूब में, ठीक है, C2H5H. और ये कैसा इथेनॉल है? दिस इज एब्सोल्यूट एल्कोहल. एब्सोल्यूट एल्कोहल मीन्स इसमें 100% एल्कोहल, 100% इथेनॉल, या फिर आप कह सकते हो 99.9% इथेनॉल है, रेस्ट वेरी स्मॉल अमाउंट इज ऑफ वाटर. ओके, नाउ इसमें क्या ऐड करना है? यू हैव टू ग्रेन, जैसे राइस के ग्रेन्स होते हैं ना, वो आपको ऐड करने हैं किसके? सोडियम मेटल. तो व्हेन यू विल ऐड, व्हाट डू यू ऑब्जर्व? क्या ऑब्जर्व करोगे आप? सी, हियर इज द इक्वेशन. दिस इज व्हाट यू विल ऑब्जर्व, दैट व्हेन सोडियम मेटल reacts with alcohol, that is ethanol, we will get two products. One is the sodium ethoxide and hydrogen gas is released. Okay, how will you test the gas evolved? आपने कैसे कह दिया? हमें ये पता लगा कि गैस रिलीज हुई है, लेकिन कौन सी गैस रिलीज? हाउ यू विल से? आपको पता है कि जब भी गैस रिलीज होगी बबल्स फॉर्म होगी. वो बबल्स के पास या उस गैस के पास व्हेन यू विल ब्रिंग फ्लेम, so that bubble or that gas will burn with the popping sound. And if a gas burns with a popping sound, we know that that is a hydrogen gas. ठीक है, तो इस एक्टिविटी में क्या कंक्लूजन है कि सोडियम reacts with ethanol to produce hydrogen gas. The other product so formed is sodium ethoxide and the hydrogen burns with a popping sound. This is how you tested the presence of hydrogen. Clear? So today we will do till here. In the next class we will do the rest of the activities. Okay? Do share, like and subscribe the channel. Thank you and bye.